Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of the Wrestle podcast, Wrestling Roundup. This is the week for August the 2nd, 2021. I am the reigning, defending, undisputed Wrestle champion Peyton Cash, and joining me here today, as always, the king of the cruiserweights of the CMU, Olet Thomas.
Sup?
The Advanced King Blood, Thomas Noble.
Halt in the name of the Red King Blood and praise in FIFA 21 I save Oled's favorite club.
Okay. And the Joker, Ross Blocks.
Chicken.
And pancakes.
I ate chicken before this, so
Nice. So, we are doing the weekly roundup for August the 2nd, 2021. But sadly, during the week, Black Friday happened again. So, yeah. Yep. As you may already know, Black Friday means releases happened. So,
it's even worse. This Friday is Friday the 13th.
Oh.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, right.
And they decided to...
And the thing is, I was the first one to find out about those releases. When we watched SmackDown.
You were the first one out.
Man, this sucks, man.
I've got the list of everyone who's released anyways.
Randy Orton's back tonight.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Randy Orton.
Randy Orton comes back tonight.
He doesn't only return, he starts off the show too.
Yeah.
But now, let's talk about last Monday.
Wait, hold on. I gotta talk about the releases, about who got released.
Why don't we talk about the releases on the Friday show, which is the SmackDown show? Whoa.
Yeah, why not?
It did happen. Yeah, it did happen on Friday.
It did happen on.
Yeah,
SmackDown.
why not? All right, Ross, go ahead and do Raw while I look for the releases and get them ready for Friday.
Oh, don't worry. I already have the releases pulled up for when we get to that.
All right then, all yours.
So, we start off the show with Lashley and MVP addressing Goldberg and even confronting their son, which had Goldberg appear and then freaking spear the hell out of MVP.
Sorry, this is the 12th.
His son has grown up.
First of all,
MVP
deserves to get speared. Okay, first of all, MVP deserves to get speared. No one trash talks to Goldberg's family. No.
His son really grew up, Gage.
I know he did.
He's a real man now.
Yeah, he grew up so fast.
So very fast.
After that, we had a 2-on-1 handicap match. Veer and Shanky going up against Drew McIntyre. The Scottish Warrior backed Veer to the corner and unloaded on him, but Shanky ended up tagging in. They ran on McIntyre into the ring post together. Mahal's sidekicks kept the upper hand for a couple of minutes before McIntyre began to build up a head of steam. Veer took the brunt of his offense, which is only fair after Shanky had to take a few dozen shots from a steel chair. Mahal ended up causing a DQ when he attacked McIntyre with a chair. So the winner of that...
Lucasade.
Not the Lucasade again.
Get the water. So with that
water.
happening,
You and your goddamn Lucasade.
McIntyre picks up the win via DQ by Jinder Mahal. I've also been hearing that the rumors that match is going to go down at SummerSlam, McIntyre and Mahal in some kind of Punjabi prison. There's been talks about it.
No way.
It could. Even McIntyre talked about it being a
Punjabi prison?
Yes.
Wait,
McIntyre
prison match?
Oh.
McIntyre actually talked about it. I don't remember where he talked about it.
I don't mind the Punjabi prison match. Just do not bring back the Great Khali.
No,
Don't do it.
McIntyre said
Don't
about
do it.
Something else McIntyre said about it is he wants to make the Punjabi prison be more visible, so it's not just a bunch of bars that are blocking the view for the fans. That's something McIntyre
A
said.
Punjabi prison match.
Well, I mean, the thing is, they could just see it from the screen, but
Yeah, but they're not there to watch the screen, are they? If they want to watch the screen, they stay at home.
Like, I'm a fucking huge fan of people jumping prison matches here. And what is the most famous?
Stay
Prison match even
down.
is.
Stay down. Stay down.
But anyway, the next match we had was a tag team match between Mansoor and Mustafa Ali going against Mace and T-Bar. T-Bar...
Yeah.
What, Thomas?
To be honest, before you continue, I think that T-Bar and Mace are like the worst tag team ever in this industry.
Why do you say that?
Ever.
They always lose.
Ever?
Ever.
What do you mean? What do you mean they always lose?
Ever since they've become a tag team, they always lose. Even though
Well, the thing is, this match, they actually picked up the win against Mansoor and Ali.
well then
What are you gonna say now?
I never mind about that though.
Worst tag team ever?
I move on. Just move on. Let's not.
Yeah.
Let's just move on.
Yeah. Dewdrop versus Tamina. After Natalya was injured during a tag match last week, Tamina was forced to fly solo this week as she took on Dewdrop, who had Eva Marie in her corner. They collided into each other a couple times before Tamina took Dewdrop off her feet. Eva got on the apron to distract Tamina and prevent her from hitting a Superfly splash. Dewdrop ran her into the ring post and then hit an elbow drop for a 2 count. And that's when the crowd started a short CM Punk chant while Tamina tried to regain her composure. Those CM Punk chants from that classic Chicago crowd. I would know.
Of course they did.
Of course.
I would know.
They also chanted "We Want Wyatt"
They did chant that.
because it was the first show that Wyatt, obviously, after Wyatt got.
Yeah.
Eva tried to give Dewdrop some instructions, but Tamina was able to avoid the crossbody, hit a Samoan drop, and pinned Dewdrop. And that's when Alexa Bliss began taunting Eva Marie from the Titantron after the match was over.
Yeah.
And then another match we had, which was, I think, first a solo match between Damian Priest and John Morrison. Is that correct?
Yes.
It started off as Damian Priest and John Morrison after a challenge during the Miz TV. I believe Damian Priest picked up the victory, correct? I assume that's
Yes.
how it
I
was.
believe Priest did to take it.
And then,
Yes.
but after the victory, he was attacked by Sheamus, and then out came Ricochet to help Damian Priest. Hence how this became a tag team, Ricochet and Damian Priest battling Sheamus and John Morrison. And then after that, it would be the same thing happening again. Priest would hit the Reckoning on John Morrison, and he would pin John Morrison again for another victory. And yeah, and apparently it seems like they've changed Damian Priest's finisher back to Reckoning.
Peyton,
They've
get off
stopped
your
using
phone.
his lights.
I'm not even on my phone, asshole.
Yes, you are.
Listen, I'm not that useful until AEW, so you
I don't care.
can go F off.
But guys, what are your thoughts on Damian Priest's finisher back to being called the Reckoning?
Wow.
About time being called the Reckoning, because that's what it should be called, the Reckoning.
The only
that was
reason
one of
they
that-
changed it to Hit the Lights was because of Mia Yim's Retribution character, but now it's probably gone because the name's back to Reckoning for Damian
Yeah.
Priest. Exactly what it is. But next up after that, we had a match between Riddle and Omos. Riddle tried to get the upper hand before the bell by putting Omos in a sleeper hold, but he just easily threw him to the mat. Riddle tried to gain momentum with a few knee strikes, but Omos took him down with one big clothesline to stop him in his tracks. Then he picked Riddle up for a two-handed choke slam, which gave Omos the victory.
Jesus.
So Riddle just got about wrecked.
Washed.
Wow.
It's fine though.
Washed.
He's got Randy Orton tonight.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is,
Next up.
first of all, to cut you off, I do have some breaking news.
Oh.
Yep, this happened, I believe, today as well. Breaking news. Raquel Gonzalez will battle Dakota Kai for the NXT Women's title at NXT TakeOver 36 on August 22nd. So I'm getting...
Hey, didn't Raquel Gonzalez get freaking released?
No!
No, Wait, what?
I think
No,
he...
Mercedes Martin.
Yeah,
It's a different one. It's
yeah,
a different
different one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So anyway,
Well,
so TakeOver 36 will be after SummerSlam this year. Okay.
I know, it's
Yep.
on the Sunday.
Surprising. Alright, continue.
But anyway, we had another rematch on Monday Night Raw. NXT champion Karrion Kross taking on the limitless Keith Lee. After Keith Lee lost the previous week to Karrion Kross, he got himself a rematch against him. And at the end of the match, Keith Lee would hit a spirit bomb on Karrion Kross, and Keith Lee would pick up a victory against Karrion Kross.
Wait,
I honestly don't know what WWE is doing with Kross.
that's 2 shows Jeff Hardy's missed now, so could he be back tonight, maybe?
Probably. He could be back potentially.
Maybe.
I think they will continue the feud between Hardy and Kross though.
Oh,
when
yeah.
Hardy comes back.
Definitely.
They've got to because there's no way in hell Kross is done with Hardy.
I wouldn't be surprised if this is an NXT title match at like SummerSlam or something.
Oh God, him having to defend the NXT title 2 nights in a row.
So,
Goodness.
I mean, like the possibility if the 2 NXT titles have Cross retain, they get to have Samoa Joe win the match.
yeah, but then that's the thing though. If Joe like wins the match, Cross has an excuse that I wrestled the day before or not, so they can carry on the story, you know.
Yeah. But next after that, we had a 24/7 championship match between Reggie and Akira Tozawa. This match was not that long. Reggie would hit a few quick moves, and I think there was the 450 senton that Reginald did against Tozawa for the win, and still 24/7 champion Reginald.
Reggie is
But then-
awesome.
Yeah, Reggie is
Reggie-
awesome.
Yep. Reginald is one of the most fucking athletic superstars in the Raw brand. That's
He
what
can
you
do
need.
great on his own. But the main event for the show was a no-holds-barred match between Raw Women's Champion Nikki Ash and Charlotte Flair. This was a tough match, but in the end of the match, Nikki would gain the upper hand by doing a twisted neck breaker in between the ropes, and she would pin Charlotte Flair clean. That's huge.
You know?
It is very, very huge.
Yeah. Great win for Nikki.
What will that say about the
AFC.
SummerSlam match?
It's because Charlotte said Nikki could never beat her. And then
Yeah.
Nikki can never beat her. What about
she's
there?
pinned her twice now.
Yeah.
Let's see
Well,
what happens
that's the for
tonight.
Monday Night Raw.
Alright.
Now, we are going to move on.
Wait a minute, wait
What are
a
you
minute.
doing?
I gotta do the NXT recording as well. So starting in 3, 2, 1.
Oh my god.
What?
He's only got his camera off because he's off on his phone, guys. We all know.
I am not on my phone!
You good?
Yes, I'm good. Go ahead.
Okay, anyway. Starting off NXT, we had Ashante Theodonis and Top Dollar from Hit Row go up against Raul Mendoza and Joaquin Wilde of Legado del Fantasma. In the end, B-Fab would hit a steel chair and Dollar worked together to send... Wait, what the fuck? So, okay, pretty much Hit Row defeats Legado del Fantasma by disqualification due to B-Fab having a steel chair That just confused me for a second. But Hit Row defeats Legado del Fantasma. Moving on, okay? Okay. Then, I believe we had another match. No, actually, this wasn't for the breakout tournament, I don't think. Ridge Holland versus Ikemen Jiro. Holland would throw Jiro out of the ring afterward to allow Pete Dunne to speak undisturbed. The Bruiserweight put over his crew with Oni Lorcan and Holland as the most dangerous trio in NXT. In the match, Ridge Holland would defeat Ikemen Jiro by pinfall. Wow.
Squash.
Yeah. Next up after that, Roderick Strong with Diamond Mine taking on Bobby Fish.
In his last match.
It was his last match because in the end of the match, Roderick Strong would win with the End of Heartache on Bobby Fish. And then later in that night, Kushida would accept a challenge from Roderick Strong for the NXT Cruiserweight Championship. So Roderick Strong versus Kushida, NXT Cruiserweight Championship.
Wait, how much does Strong weigh?
I think he's...
200. Hold up, let me look.
Roderick Strong.
I got it.
Roderick
Strong is 200 pounds.
Oh,
Pounds flat.
he fits category. Perfect.
Yeah.
Alright.
Then next up, we
Second
had
to
Cameron
205
Grimes.
Live.
Yeah!
No.
Cameron Grimes and LA Knight versus the GYV. Grizzled Young Vets.
AKA Grizzled Young Vaginas.
Yep, and at the end,
You.
Cameron Grimes and LA Knight would lose to the Grizzled Young Veterans via pinfall. And we know how much Thomas hates the Grizzled Young Veterans.
Grizzled Young Vaginas.
I actually think they should be on the main roster.
It's not just me. Most everyone hates that team.
No, not mostly everyone.
And then,
Oh wait, no.
next up, in a pre-taped video, Dakota Kai explained that Raquel Gonzalez had taken her spotlight away. She refused to be the sidekick for the woman she mentored straight to the top. She mocked Raquel for never seeing this turn coming. And then, after that, like Peyton said earlier, we are now getting an NXT Women's Championship match between Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai at TakeOver 36.
Yay.
And then we would continue the NXT Breakout Tournament, Trey Baxter going up against Joe Gacy. And winner of that match, and moving on in the tournament, Trey Baxter defeating Joe Gacy by pinfall. And then, I believe this was next, Samoa Joe would attack security through Rage. Well, William Regal told Samoa Joe that he had brought security to keep Joe and Cross away from each other. And then there was a video package showing the history of Joe and Cross. And then after that, all that chaos went down. We had Prime Target, a video package for the match between Walter and Ilya Dragunov happening at NXT TakeOver 36. I'm going to be honest, I'm actually excited for Walter versus Dragunov because the first match was a barn burner. I wonder how the second match is going to go.
But SummerSlam weekend, those two cars with TakeOver and SummerSlam actually look bigger than Mania weekend.
Honestly, yeah.
I'm more excited for this weekend than I was for Mania weekend.
But then we get on to the main event of the show, which is the Love Her or Lose Her match between Dexter Lumis and Johnny Gargano.
This was stupid.
And at the end of the match, love does not conquer all as Johnny Gargano defeats Lumis by pinfall to end Index. But
Does
however,
love conquer at all?
right, because Indy after the match ran into the ring and kissed Dexter Loomis.
And more than kiss him, though.
Index forever.
Yeah, that was more than kiss him.
That was a
Index forever.
that was a freaking mega decision, bro. Like
Yeah, that was not a kiss.
that was a fucking makeout session.
That was nearly as bad as Lita and Edge.
yeah.
True that.
Lita and Edge was a disaster.
Yeah, it was.
Well, that does it for NXT. What do we got next?
AEW.
Name.
Also, one more thing before we do AEW. Do you guys fucking remember that promo that Cena did about Lita about calling her a hoe?
Yes.
I still fucking like laugh to it to this day. I don't know why.
If I remember correctly, I might have a gripe with this AEW episode, but I'll tell you when you get to it.
Alright, you got it. And now we move on to AEW Dynamite Homecoming. Basically, they're in Jacksonville for this, cause
Daly's place.
Daly's place, the place that made them who they were during this pandemic. So, first off, we actually had the third Labor of Jericho, 6:30. I'm currently.
Okay. We having difficulties.
Okay.
Technical difficulties.
Well, it's not technical. It's about a run-in. So now, I gotta freaking start over. Alright, they do.
You good?
Yeah, that's it right now. Alright, now we move on to AEW Homecoming, which is return to Daly's place, the place that made them who they were during the pandemic. So, our first match was the third Labor of Jericho versus Juntavid Guevara, with the stipulation of Jericho must win with a top rope move. And the winner of that match was Jericho with a top rope Judas effect. So, even though Jericho did hit the Judas effect, it was by the time up. So, up next, we had we had Jon Moxley, Eddie Kingston, and Darby Allin versus Daniel Garcia and the debuting tag team of 2.0, normally known as Ever Rise, or how we call it, Ever Ass.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, what you guys call it. I'm not part of that.
Yeah. Ever Ass sucks. Anyways, winner of the match was Moxley, Kingston, and Allin. And then they showed the package of the Team Taz betrayal. And then next up, we get ourselves Christian Cage taking on The Blade. And the winner was Christian Cage via a spear. So yeah. Then we have a via package of FTR and Ortiz. And then introducing Britt Baker. And she tries to, and then out comes Red Velvet, which is going to be probably going to be her next challenger, probably. Oh. Yep, I believe Baker's going to be defending her title against Red Velvet on Rampage. They do next Friday. So that's pretty cool. And then yep, Delete in Dark Order again with the Elite standing tall. Dan Lambert says next week he's bringing it back up against Lance Archer. And then... Alright, next up we have ourselves the TNT Championship match between Miro and Lee Johnson. And the winner, and still TNT Champion Miro. And then the co-main event, the MWA Women's World Championship Eliminator match between the Bunny and Layla. How you say his name? Hirsch? I don't know spell your name, but anyway, the winner.
The correct verbiage would be Layla Hirsch.
Hirsch, thank you.
Yeah, because she's originally from Moscow, Russia.
Gotcha. Thank you.
She was in WWE, wasn't she? Layla.
No. This is a different. Wait,
Oh.
wait, hold on. Let me look it up real quick. Layla.
Okay, hold on.
Layla Hirsch?
WWE.
No,
You're talking about Layla from WWE. This is
Layla Hirsch.
she's been the independent scene here. Her residence is in New Jersey at this point.
And she spent the early part of her career in combat zone wrestling.
Oh.
Okay. And then winner was Layla Hirsch. And then
she was born.
Oh.
Oh my, go ahead.
Sorry. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, about Hirsch. If you guys do not know about Hirsch, she was born in Moscow. She was adopted by an American couple at the age of 8. And she became an amateur wrestler in high school and college. And, well, she's been in a relationship with fellow wrestler Ashley Fox in 2018.
Ooh.
Nice.
Alright, and now the main event. Cody Rhodes versus Malachi Black. And
this is when the one comes in.
And this is... So the thing is, Black won the match. So basically, Cody Rhodes was hit a table at ringside. He gets back in the ring before 10, but the Black hits the Black Mass. 1, 2, 3, with 1 foot. And then...
I hated this.
And then Cody was planning on retire, but I think he's gonna retire. So, and then Malcolm comes back around and attacks Cody behind with a crutch. And then and then Dynamite ends with Black ending Cody's route, and that's how we end AEW Dynamite.
My gripe with that is basically they're doing exactly what they did. WWE did this. They did the fake retirement speech from Mark Henry, and then he and John Cena ended up fighting. He was not retiring. Cody faked his retirement speech. He faked retiring. So they are just copying. So not only do they take WWE's former superstars, they're now copying their storylines. And people still say AEW's better. Get a life, people, honestly. They're copying storylines now, like, get better, AEW, come on. No wonder people don't watch your show.
Alright, Noble, remember, only results for Impact. Got it?
Yes, I got it.
Okay. Starting in 3, 2, 1.
Well, we began with Impact Wrestling with a match between Chris Bay with the never openweight champion Jay White and Juice Robinson. And at the end of the match, it is Chris Bay with a art of finesse. And then after the match, I'm going to do this quick. White just handed Chris Bay a Bullet Club shirt, and he's officially part of the Bullet Club. Next Next match. Yeah, it's all descriptions, motherfucking yada yada. But I want to discuss about the highlight of the night. And you're gonna like this, Peyton. There was a promo from Rewalt and Perazzo, King of Queen of Homecoming, and then out comes Mickey about Perazzo brags her accolades until Mickey James comes out, and apparently Perazzo signed a contract to defend the Knockouts title at Empower, and get this, her opponent, get this, former WWE Women's Champion Melina. It is going to be Melina versus Perazzo at Empower for the Knockouts title. Where are the fucking matches at here? There's only one match I'm looking at.
I got confused with Melina. I knew someone this week was in it. I got confused between two of them.
Yeah.
Hold on.
And,
Wait a freaking minute.
what?
Deonna Purrazzo is defending the Impact Knockouts Championship against Effin Melina?
Correct. She's facing Melina.
Okay. Alright, go on.
Go on, Thomas.
Yeah, I can't find any matches. All I see is a lot of fucking descriptions. My God. Kimberly vows to bring Mother to the Souls tough. She requires. Okay, there we fucking go. Jake Stuffing versus Davari versus Rahit Rashu versus Trey Miguel. Noah contender for the X Division Championship, and the winner is Jake Something with the Black Hole Slam. And Peyton, what's up? What's up with your fucking reaction here?
So you said that the Good Brothers in Dark Order are having a match at Dynamite for the Impact Championship, championships, right?
Yes. Why?
Never mind. Go ahead.
No, you can tell me. You can tell me.
I am shocked. Like, completely shocked they're actually putting an Impact title on the line at AEW. Like, I know it's sort of freaking the partnership, but go ahead.
Okay. Where's the number fucking? Okay, there we go. The next match is Fire Flavor, Drew Hogan and Tasha Steelz against Jordan Grace and Rachel Ellering. And apparently, Ellering and Grace have matching ring attire at this point in this match. At the end of the match, it is Grace and Ellering when Ellering connects a assisted black hole slam to score the pinfall. And apparently, after the match, this is where Fire Flavor breaks up. Savannah Evans make a presence to lay down Kira Hogan, while Tasha Steelz watches on. And Tasha leaves with Evans by her side. So Fire Flavor, Gonzo.
Damn. Damn.
That kind of sucks.
Yep. And then Frankie Kazarian says that the ongoing wars against the Elite has brought him to Impact Wrestling for the first time in 7 years. Yada yada yada.
Boom.
And then Then Scott D'Amore adds Swan and Mac to the Impact World Tag Team Championship match and Emergence, like defeating Bobby by Design last week. Okay, the next match is a squash match. Steve Backlund versus Josh C. Aled, I can't hear you because you're muted.
I just said who.
It's Jossie. It's a motherfucking jobber. At the end of the match, Backlund hit a signature sit-down slam to quick work to his opponent. And then after the match, Backlund assaults this motherfucking jobber until P.D. Williams make the save to send him retreating. And then, as he prepares for the number contenders battle royal next week, as in this Thursday, Chris Sabin declares the rivalry with Moose is far from over. And your main event of the evening, the Impact World Champion Kenny Omega, the Impact World Tag Team Champions, the Good Brothers, and... Wait, is this the main event? Yeah, that's the main event. Okay, as I was trying to say, Omega, Good Brothers, and against Sami Callihan, Eddie Edwards, and for the first time in over 7 years, making his Impact return, Frankie Kazarian.
When he came out, the crowd was chanting, "Welcome home."
That's true.
Yeah, this is the first wrestling brand that Kazarian was in before WWE. Like, hold on, is it
before AEW? Because I don't think he was.
And WWE.
Was he in WWE?
No.
Before
Impact and him and Christopher Daniels went to ROH and then AEW.
hold on a minute.
Bro, I literally just told you what happened.
Actually, wait, hold on. Actually, yeah,
I don't.
Impact was his first brand, then WWE, then get back to Impact,
When was he in
and then
WWE?
AEW. 2005.
Wow.
So what happened in the show, Thomas?
Shut up and let me get to the fucking point, Ross. Sit your ass down.
All I did was ask. You don't have to bitch about it.
Anyway, at the end of the match, Eddie Edwards got the win by pinfall after the finisher, the Boston Me Party, which is the Shining Wizard. After the match, Eddie Edwards is celebrating when W. Morrissey blindsided him. Morrissey laid out Edwards with a brutal powerbomb, and that's how we end Impact Wrestling. And last but not least, go fuck yourself, Morrissey.
Well, that was that.
Okay. I may or may not just fucked up that recording. So, cause I accidentally hit stop. So that's gonna be 2 files.
Well, okay.
Also, before you talk about SmackDown, I want to say screw you, WWE, because you lied to us about John Cena being on the show again.
Alright, Ross.
Also, before we get to SmackDown,
Wait, hold on,
we
Ross.
need to talk about...
Hold on, Ross. I'm gonna combine the releases and the SmackDown to one. So. And do them and do it quick.
Okay.
Alright, 3, 2, 1.
SmackDown had a lot of things, but there was something very unexpected happening. 13 releases happened while SmackDown was airing. Leon Ruff, Giant Zangier, We also had Kona Reeves released, Zechariah Smith, former referee Stephen Smith, Ari Sterling and Asher Hale, Tyler Rust from the Diamond Mine. I have no idea why that happened. Desmond Troy, Jake Atlas, Mercedes Martinez, Bobby Fish, and Bronson Reed. All been released from WWE.
Why?
I don't get SmackDown too.
Bronson Reed was a huge shock.
About his future. Don't forget that.
Bronson Reed had a bit of a bright future. But anyway, we don't want to take too long, so we're just going to go straight to Friday Night SmackDown and what happened there. Sasha began the show calling out Bianca Belair. And after that, Bianca would come out and accept Sasha Banks' challenge for the SmackDown Women's Championship at SummerSlam. But not only that, Zelina Vega would come out and also challenge Bianca for a match. Challenge was accepted also, but it was for that night. So there was a match set between Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks. And then the first match of the night, we'd have Dominic Mysterio versus Jey Uso. Dominic Mysterio would hit the 619 on Jey, but he got distracted by Rey taking out Jimmy. He would go for the frog splash. Jey Uso would get out of the way, super kick Dominic, and then hit the frog splash. Jey Uso would then defeat Mysterio by pinfall. We also get the announcement that the SmackDown Tag Team Championships will be defended by the Usos at SummerSlam against the Mysterios. And then we got an Intercontinental Championship contenders match between champion Apollo Crews and Shinsuke Nakamura. But in the match, it ends in a DQ finish thanks to Commander Aziz. So Nakamura technically defeats Crews.
Hold on, what happened to the stream? Why is there no picture? Why can't we only
Kane,
see
what'd
it?
you do? Oh, there it is. I see it. But anyway, Nakamura wins by disqualification. So I guess Nakamura would still technically get an opportunity at the title, right? Considering he won?
Yep.
So we could be seeing that match at SummerSlam.
If he doesn't wear his white attire, it's fine. If he wears his white attire, I hope he loses.
But next match we had was between Tegan Nox and Tamina. It looked like Tamina would win with a Samoan drop, but Shotzi would shoot a little rocket right near Tamina, distracting her, and then Tegan Nox would take advantage with a roll-up and would defeat Tamina. So I guess we might be getting a women's tag team championship match very soon between Shotzi and Nox and Tamina and Natalya as soon as she recovers.
Yeah, Tegan Nox is like...
Yep.
Tegan Nox is one of the most unpredictable superstars to make her debut on SmackDown, so at least expect the unexpected here if SummerSlam, if they win the tag team titles.
Where the hell has Tony Storm been?
Yeah. I don't know why Tony Storm hasn't been showing up. She only showed up once and that was it. Have they already forgotten about Tony Storm or something?
I don't think so.
Probably.
I hope not.
I don't think so. They're not. I mean, so she might have COVID or something. I don't know.
They would have announced it or something.
Yeah.
She would have.
But anyway, Edge would come out to the ring, calling out Seth Rollins for a match at SummerSlam. Edge would say, or not Edge, Seth would say at first that he has to think about it, but then, after that, Edge would convince Seth to say yes by enraging him, especially when Edge called Rollins an Edge Light, which completely set Rollins off. And we got the match official at SummerSlam, Edge versus Seth Rollins.
Yes, fucking finally.
He wasn't even there.
Mm-hmm.
But this was the best night, like, honestly.
Yeah.
We're
Next
good.
up, we had a tag team match. The returning Street Profits would go up against the Dirty Dogs, consisting of Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode. And at the end, Montez Ford would hit the 5-star frog splash and pinning the Dirty Dogs for the win. Street Profits once again.
The thing is, they actually now call that the cash out.
The cash out?
Yes.
I thought the cash out was something else.
That's the cash out is the frog splash.
Okay, good to know.
I thought you called it 5-star frog splash, but
From the heavens. Imagine if that was the actual name, but anyway.
It's not. It's called the cash out.
Next up, we had Bianca Belair versus Zelina Vega. It would end with Zelina Vega losing to Bianca via a KOD. Bianca Belair would defeat Zelina Vega right away. And I think it was a contenders match or something?
No.
No contenders match.
I don't think it was, because
I think it was something with if Zelina Vega beat Bianca, she would get either Banks or Belair after SummerSlam, I believe.
Actually,
I thought that was what it was.
It literally had nothing to do with that, but okay, you guys think it's best, but you don't. Moving on.
And then we get to the final match of the night, Finn Balor taking on Baron Corbin. This was essentially nothing for Baron Corbin, as he quickly lost to Finn Balor with the coup de grace. And then after the match, he would call out John Cena, but then Roman Reigns would come out. After the break, Reigns refused to acknowledge Balor, to which the inaugural Universal Champion responded by shoving him out of the ring. And then the Usos would jump out and attack Finn Balor, but then Finn Balor would fight back, and then we get a brawl between Roman Reigns. And at the end of the fight, Finn Balor is laid out as the Usos and Roman Reigns stand tall, ending Friday Night SmackDown.
Cena should have come out there.
Yeah, Cena should have come out there, but
how dare Cena not show up on SmackDown?
The thing is, like, he's only there for like dark matches now, until SummerSlam.
We want him on TV.
Well,
actually announced he's on SmackDown next week, but okay.
Hopefully, but everyone. Yeah. Well, everyone, that will do it for this roundup because I gotta go cook right now. So, hopefully everyone does enjoy the roundup. Make sure when you leave, you like the video, comment down below, subscribe to always. Make sure you ring that bell for more content from us. Thank you to our sponsor, Anchor.fm, the easiest way to get your podcast for free. Go to Anchor.fm to create your podcast. And also, go follow wherever all of our podcasts are be. Go follow our Twitter. Go subscribe to our separate channels. Hopefully, we will see you, I think Wednesday at around 6:30. Because
no, I think the best day is Friday because I got the patrons discount.
Right.
So Noble wanted to ditch to see a football game.
Yeah.
Talk about football.
What?
Yeah.
What? No. It's an important football game I'm going to with my program.
Yeah. Yeah. So everyone, we will see you here. We will see you here Friday for the regular podcast because of Noble going to the game. We're gonna move our podcast over to Friday. So hopefully,
just for this week.
Anyways, for Led, Ross, and Noble, this is Pancast saying, always best in life. Wrestle Arc. Out.
Peace.
Growing up ain't easy. Too many things to do weekly. Too many thoughts to think deeply. Too many thoughts to be sleeping, yeah. Oh my God, I'm not eating. I feel so empty, I'm receding. And all of my friends are misleading. All of these posts and the lives they're leading, yeah. Oh, no way, I ain't gonna stand for this today. I'ma keep my head down, I'm okay. I don't wanna listen to a word they say. And we all know fear is a slogan, yeah. And we all feel broken, yeah. And we all outspoken. Need someone who could just go. Sometimes I struggle in this place. Been in circles several days, never knowing the right way. Yeah. Sometimes I struggle in this place. People look the other way, and we all deal with our pain. Oh yeah. No, I'm not down, no, I'm not out.